Hello everybody, TB back here. I'm getting ready to paint the back side of the bowl. The front side's about dry. It's in pretty good shape. It's not cured plumb out, but it's not wet anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and spread a coat of paint on the back side. That way tomorrow I can put another coat on it and it should be pretty good shape then. I even sanded this so that it would, see, you want to keep your can or paint about 6 to 8 inches from it, because if you get too close and make a run, and I hate runs, and I still, sometimes I get them, just like anybody, see, and you don't want to put it on too heavy just yet. Just kind of spread down where you can hit the areas that are not painted. Now I probably won't get a good coat, get it all coated real good tonight, because it's got to dry again and I'll probably go on to bed directly. But I'm uploading a few more videos before I go of this project and other projects. I don't know if I showed you the knife after I completed that striker knife and painted it. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Not too bad. Okay. There's a little bit of a dry spot right there. I want to do it. That looks better. This was expensive paint, but it sure don't take much of it to cover it, and it makes the bowl look pretty good. And there's not too many runs in it. That's good too. So it's supposed to be a pretty fast drying paint, and I guess it is. About 30 minutes ago, or 35, 40 minutes ago, I painted the front side, and I just flipped it over and come back and painted the back side now. And I'll probably give it another coat tomorrow if it needs it. We'll see how it works out. Put my pistol in my pocket. I've got a holster for it, but I don't have it out here. Alright, y'all have a good night, and I thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not quite, I'll be finishing working on the bow tomorrow again. The only thing is I'm going to try to finish up the tiller and get it worked out. I'll turn it around here, the camera. The tiller is over on the table. Let's see if that's got you where you can see it. But that's the tiller there. And I'll be putting the bow on sometime tomorrow, probably, when I get up and around, and probably make a couple more knife sheaths. I did finish the striker knife. I'll show it to you in case that I didn't. I think I did one of the other videos, but that's alright. I'll show it to you again. There, here it is, right here. The thing is, I believe the blade is about 9 inches long. Yep, 9 inches blade, but overall it's a knife of 14 inches. So it's got a 9-inch blade, and what I want to try out either tomorrow or sometime, I'm going to get some flint, and I'm going to see if this will make a very good striker knife or not. It's still got the filings on both sides and down the back, so we should be able to see if we can get a spark out of it and get some paper on fire and see if it'll burn. And I have been known to get a spark to light a dry piece of paper, like toilet paper is a good fire starter. Tampac's a good fire starter. It's a lot of things that people might find repulsive, but I'm telling you, this stuff will light up easily. Things that you wouldn't think would, in your own household that you may have, that is good to get a fire going. In an emergency out in the bush, you might need that. I don't know how many, where some of you go out and do much camping or not, but I have in the past, and I used to hunt on a regular basis for my survival mostly. I never was much of a sportsman, but I did it for a means of survival when I did it when I was a young man, when I was a kid. By the time I was probably 6, 7 years old, I hunted until I was 22, 23 years old on a regular basis. And I've hunted a lot since too, but I'm saying it was most every night we coon hunted. Seemed like training dogs and doing something of that nature. But anyway, I'm going to try to work this crossbow out tomorrow. I got to still rasp down this some more to get this high side down so that bow will set in here. It's a pretty nice looking bow. I was a little aggravated because I wanted actual camouflage paint, and that paint's pretty. It's nice brown, but my stock is black. Black and brown, I don't know. I guess it'd be okay. But that's not really what I wanted. You know, you ever buy something and you're disappointed because you wanted something like this? See, this is duct tape in the camouflage. This is kind of camouflage I was looking for. And that's not camouflage. That is a brown, real nice brown paint, Rust-Oleum. Some of the best paint Walmart has that you can buy. It's pretty good stuff. And anyway, I'm sure it'll work. It'll keep the weather off from it. It'll look good. Not bad. See what I've done to this bow here. My long bow that I made out of PVC. This bow has duct tape on it, and it's camouflage. It was PVC also. There's 1-inch PVC, has a 3/4 inch PVC, 1/2 inch PVC, and a 3/8 fiberglass rod down the middle of it. It was wrapped in duct tape also to keep it from sliding out and keep it to stay in there. And then we got our hay bale string, and that's what it's made of. Now, the arrow rest is made from 1.25 inch PVC, and I fixed it where it snapped right on there, and then I just taped it in place. And you can accessorize this kind of bow as much as you want. You could have a stabilizer bar. You could put your arrow sights on it if you wanted to. But this bow will shoot about 25 yards accurately. That's the best I've done with it. It may shoot farther if you're a professional, which I'm not. But I made it for just having fun with and I enjoy archery. I couldn't afford a bow, so I made these things. If I could afford a bow, I'd have one. But I like the fiberglass, about a 65-pound wasp I used to have, and it was a good one. But I have killed deer with it, squirrel, rabbit, and I'm talking about on the move, not just sitting still. I can hit anything that moves, or it couldn't in for my vision was bad from high blood pressure. But I can still pretty well hit whatever moves, maybe not as good as I did then. But with practice, I might get back to it. I don't know. I just have to see. Here in town, I've only got about 20 feet or so. Well, I got 100 feet to the fence, but I only got about 20-foot shot from my back door to that building that I was doing archery on. Some of y'all may have seen it. Some of y'all may not have on the archery series. But a couple of videos or so I put up on YouTube. But I've only got about 20, 25 feet there to shoot in, and I have to keep it there as low because I don't want them traveling over across the back lot there and hitting somebody or hitting their house or hurting anybody. So I have to be very careful when you're shooting arrows in town where you don't have the room to do what you'd like to do, where you can shoot as far as you want without having to worry about hitting someone because you don't have an embankment behind to catch them. Now these tin cans like this, I'm going to throw them away, of course, but just to show you any kind of can that holds food, I can make charcloth in that. I can make charcoal in that for gunpowder. And I'll show and tell about that later on too. Any kind of can. The big gallon cans are better. What you do is, since the can's open, you don't have to drill a hole.